And welcome back to yet another garden video. Yes, I am in my fish room currently. I did have a couple of hours off work yesterday and I got some more plants, and I got some of the dumbest plants you can get. I know, I was in one of those weird moods, but this thing, if we sort of get more light, be able to see it a little bit better. It is very early morning, so there's not much light outside at the moment, but that is a Choko Vine, and yeah, they take over. Choko isn't that great. It's like a dodgy apple, but it looks kind of like a pear. It is a gourd, I'm pretty sure, which is a vegetable. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing with this. I may dump it way down the back so it can take over, because apparently they grow like 20 meters, or I don't know if they said 20 feet or 20 meters, 20 something. There's a big jump between meters and feet. But yeah, they grow either 20 meters or 20 feet in the first season. And I don't know if they last any longer than a season. They might last a couple of seasons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a mate of mine has got one of these growing over his garage, and it just took completely over. And they weigh a ton because all the fruit is kind of heavy. So I don't know if I want to plant it in a fish tank, like one of the sumps, and let it just completely take over. And I could, but then I'd have to, yeah, it might block everything, possibly, it will. And then I don't think there's enough light here for it. So not too sure what I'm doing with that, but that was just a random impulse buy. Yeah, let's buy something that grows really, really fast. Hopefully the bugs won't wipe it out before it grows. Should be okay. It is just about spring. I think spring in a couple of days, and starting to heat up, and we're in the subtropics. So all going well, that will take over. I did get a couple more other completely different plants. We're going to jump to that now. And how's that for the weirdest angle ever? Yes, this is around the front. I did get another fruit tree, and this is a weird one. What do they call it? A sunrise lime, which is a cross between a finger lime and some other random fruit. Look at that. I know. So yeah, they got a lot of weird crosses and hybrids in Australia. And I guess they keep mixing all the different citrus together to kind of get weird things. But apparently these are nice. And from what I'm aware, a lot of the people that produce these only do it every few random years, and then you can't get them for ages, then you can get them again. So wherever the tag is, I have no idea what it's a cross between. I know it's a finger lime and something else, but there you go. If you pause on that, you'll be able to read all that, and that'll tell you about what it is. But yeah, finger limes obviously are a weird Australian citrus. They sort of grow roughly where I am in the range. They don't like it too wet, they don't like it too dry, and they don't like full sun. I've only killed 2 finger limes, I think, now. The rest are doing okay, but we'll see how this one goes. I will repot that in a couple of days and figure out where it's going, but I think I need a proper finger lime area. And yeah, I'm still trying to sort out the complete nightmare. Yeah, so I need more airflow and need to sort all that out. But while we are here, and I'll show you another cool plant in a minute, I've got plants growing in my hydroponics. Yes, with a lawnmower stuck in the way, obviously, and Peggy the horse, and no name horse. Anyway, yes, we have a few plants growing in there, if you can sort of see with the reflections. Going to add more as it goes along, but roughly when the sun hits and the solar pump kicks in, all this water circulates through. And I do have a few fish in here as well. These are my trial fish. You can't even see them at the moment. See if they'll go past. There's one right down the bottom. They are just long fin zebradinios. There is a group of 5 or 6 in here somewhere. Still kind of asleep because it's only just got light, but all going well. They will be fine. When the pump kicks in, the water overflows, goes back into there. pH seems to be okay. Temperature wise, we are 15.7, and that's Celsius, or 60.2, which is fine for the dinios. Probably the plants want it a little bit warmer than what they've got now, but they're going to cope. We do have new leaves in the last couple of days, putting that sword plant in there. So all going well. It will be a good system, and I do want to still set up a little rack and have some smaller tanks with some delicate plants, pump the water up and let it go back down in. So hopefully I'll get more organised for that. I still need to sort out this giant mess of euphorbias and cactus, and there's one of our new plants. Yes, it's an orchid. Do I like orchids? No. But it is vanilla bean, and it's a variegated vanilla bean. Yeah, I got it because variegated vanilla beans are kind of stupid, and they don't grow as well as your normal ones because they're variegated. But this one was only like cheap, super cheap. And yeah, it's from Jez's Seedlings. Very awesome place. If you haven't been to Jez's Seedlings, Google that. If you're in South East Queensland, make an appointment, check out his plants. Very cool little plant. Very, very cheap and awesome. And yeah, it's a creeping vine. I think they take up to 3 years to get your little vanilla pods, but that is where vanilla comes from. Yeah, weird, isn't it? So maybe I'll dump that round into the fish room. I'm not entirely sure. Let's jump a bit. Yeah, so maybe this vanilla bean would be a little bit better suited to popping near a tank and letting its roots sort of grow for everything, because obviously you don't want a lot of sun for variegated plants, otherwise they get burnt. And yeah, they like warm humidity, and there's a lot of humidity in here. So yeah, I'm thinking this might be better, and if this does grow, I might get a couple of the normal ones because they're going to grow a little bit faster. So I might end up just sort of popping it somewhere, like there for example, maybe a little bit higher so it doesn't get too cold down the bottom, and let's let it grow up there, stands and stuff like that. I think that will probably be better than the Choko, which is going to choke everything. Ha! Did you see what I did there? So yeah, that might be what we're doing with that. Around here, I have to do something with my baby cactus too. So look at all my baby Trichoceros. Yeah, they've sort of just been sitting there for about a year. Some of them are doing a little bit better than others. The tags have completely disintegrated for, oh God, 6 or 8 months now. So don't ask me what type of Trichoceros they are, but they are Trichoceros, and I need to replant them. Now that spring is hitting, probably in the next month or so, I'll replant them to lots of little cactus pots, and I probably need to sort out my cactus garden a little bit better. Otherwise, Beto buckets are doing fine. Everything is kind of growing. Well, they're growing. So whatever that stuff is, New Zealand spinach, yeah, it's got a weird leaf. Everything is growing okay. Variegated pepper is looking variegated, which is good. And yeah, still haven't done anything with these crap key buckets, but the lettuce, we've been burning through the lettuce. I still have a few to go. Yeah, it's at the end of its life. Look at those over there. Too much freaking lettuce, and we're starting to get slugs and snails eat a little bit of it, which is fine. I've been feeding it to the fish. I've been eating lettuce every freaking night. Yeah, we're getting a little bit over lettuce, and same with tomatoes. I think the tomatoes are coming to the end, but there was way too many tomatoes. All of a sudden it went from no tomatoes to a stupid amount of tomatoes. So that's sort of where we are with our complete mess. Haven't really done much with this area since the last time. Yeah, I need to put all these under cover because now spring is springing. We're going to get a heap of bugs and grasshoppers, and they're just going to wipe everything out. So probably got about a month before that happens, and I'm sure there'll be a video with going, they look like this, and now they're just nothing, because that's what happens with South East Queensland and stuff like that. But that's where we are with all the hydroponics. Aquaponics, which is around here, I have pulled all the mint, no more mint. And I'm not entirely sure, if I turn the light on, what I'm going to plant in this system at the moment. So yeah, I don't know, I'll figure it out as I go. Obviously nothing that's going to clog the roots of the pipe, well, nothing that's going to clog the pipe with the roots, I should say. Yeah, so any suggestions, that would be awesome. No freaking lettuce, and yeah, no spinach, and don't know what else I'm going to do. I do need to tidy up is probably what I need to do, but unfortunately working again today, and my one day off, I'm flat out busy at the moment, so it'll have to wait, won't it, Benji? Yes, it will, until we have more time. But that's where we are. Anyway, just a quick video, new plants, going to sort out the greenhouse and going to sort out the whole backyard eventually in the next couple of months. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks heaps for watching.